Nous parlons des choses, nous ne prenons pas la peine de réfléchir. Mais à la fin de la journée, peu importe ce que nous disons, parce que nous sommes des bouffons, et c'est des conneries. De toute façon, vas-y, vas-y.
Hi guys,
And we're back.
Hey.
and we're here. This is the inaugural Scrodcast.
That's it.
Yeah, welcome to Three Problem Bodies. This is the pilot episode, so it's going to be probably not so fast, but definitely loose. So I don't
Very
think
loose.
I don't think we can go fast and loose.
So
But
loose. Yeah.
yeah. Anybody have anything right out of the gate that they want to address? Is there an elephant in the room? Because I see a pug, but
no conversation about
yeah.
Is it like for a pilot episode, would it make sense to just give like a 30-second introduction?
I mean, it depends on how important you think you are.
Maybe you guys should each
This
give
is
an introduction. I'll sit
definitely
this one out.
debatable at
Yeah.
best, though.
So maybe you two.
No,
I'll
yeah.
sit this one out.
All kidding aside, that probably isn't a terrible idea. Yeah, go for it, Eddie. Let's go left to right. I think that's it's a comfortable direction for most people.
who am I? It's an existential question, if
Yeah.
ever there is one.
Let's keep
just
it as shallow as possible.
just-
though. Yeah.
I was gonna start
Yeah.
just gonna go real theoretical. No,
As little or as much information as you're comfortable with, but when I say as much, I mean we are on a somewhat of a time constraint.
Yeah.
Realistically.
so don't go into. I am
Well,
part
maybe, like,
energy
yeah,
and
name-
mass and
City
the
of
beginning-
city,
in the
name city of
beginning there
origin and zodiac sign.
Yeah.
definitely a Sagittarius,
And
and
then-
I act like it. Apparently, whatever that means. No, so I am, just a bartender in town. I have and been in the past traveled a bunch when I had the freedom to do all of that, and when I could actually live my life. And here I bartend and father and all that stuff in a very hot city.
Yeah, I was gonna say while we're
But we're
while,
all from the
while we're saying the town, we are in
Right.
fabulous Las Vegas.
Vegas, Nevada. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. We are all in Las Vegas. Aaron is not a hologram. But yeah, you were about to say we are all from.
I think from
we're
the
all
East
from the
Coast.
East Coast
Yeah,
originally. Yeah.
yeah.
So.
So from Baltimore myself. Just relocated via all sorts of places, man. Been all over the world, luckily. So, and now here with you, Scrotards.
Crime's way down in Baltimore. So
Yeah,
congrats
it's because
on
I
that.
left.
Yeah.
Mainly.
Mhm.
They always go after the white collar crime. We all know
well,
that.
you're always they're the masterminds.
They pad the numbers with white collar crime.
That's
really.
right. Yeah. Just enough people had to leave. They had to kick enough of us out. That's what it was.
Sure.
So here I am. So I'm your problem now.
AWV.
Aaron,
Mhm.
AA Ron, also East Coaster,
Mhm.
New York, born in White Plains,
Mm.
and I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful up there
I'm a Sagittarius.
as well.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you said you're Sagittarius.
Mhm.
Sorry, I wasn't
Yeah.
listening.
Don't worry, no one else is either.
How Sagittarius of you?
Yeah, sorry. That was.
I was doing my own world. What was that?
And then I guess that's all the crucial stuff. I'm 5'10".
Okay.
Just gonna throw that out there
Yeah.
for any
Great
future
height for any
speculation.
man.
Do we care about throwing ages in there too?
Oh well.
My beard's telling on me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm
My
30,
scruff does too.
38.
Uh-huh.
I'm a 30. I'm a millennial. We're millennials.
41.
We're elder
I'm
millennials.
elder
all
millennials.
of
Are we
us.
elder?
Sure.
Yes.
No, because
Yeah,
for sure we
80,
are.
80 is the start of a millennial.
I want to say it's 83, and we can look.
It's
this
not.
up.
I've looked it up.
Okay, it's 80.
Yeah, it's 80.
Okay, yeah. Well,
So we're mid.
I've seen both. I've seen 82 even.
Who makes those decisions?
it's very fluid, like so many things.
There's not like a governing.
There's a
body.
council of them.
There's not a governing, but there's
You're
not
not
a
in it.
pentaverate that's.
but there's a collective agreement on when those things came. What?
It
Sure.
seems like it's every 20-year period, right?
Yeah.
So 2000, we're millennials because we were born obviously
unless
before
unless-
that, and
yeah,
then
unless there's like
after
some
2000
other
2020 is Gen Z,
Unless there's some
Technically.
other necessitation for a cultural shift. Like
I was gonna say, is there a
if, like,
cultural, like an
if
internet?
culturally something is going on that like kind of reaches the end point, they might shift it a year or two in either
A shift in the zeitgeist.
hmm
And then okay, cool. And then this is Phil from accounting.
Sure. Phil is my dog. We are in my house, but yeah,
Phil's a whiz with the numbers. He a little socially awkward, and he loves Suits.
I'll tell you what,
the show.
Yeah, he really, you don't want to make any errors because you will be audited.
He's tenacious.
Yeah, he really
look at
is.
he's dead
He'll
in the
dive
eyes.
in there. I don't know if you've seen The Accountant with Ben Affleck, but Phil is similarly afflicted. Also, by the way, both of those movies were good. We'll get into that eventually, I'm sure.
Did you see it? Wait, the sequel?
Yeah, sequel was great.
Really?
Sequel was better than the first one. And I like the first
what?
one.
Better than the first one.
I agree.
Is Anna Kendrick in it?
No.
How could it be better than the first one?
John Bernthal's in it, and he's really good.
Yeah, but he's in the first one too.
He's in it more.
Is John Lithgow in the first one?
Yes.
Not in the second one.
Not in
Couldn't
the
be
second
in the
one.
second one.
Nope. Not that
Spoiler.
Not that kind of movie. Yeah. Anyway, I'm Jason. I am 39. I am also a Sagittarius. Eddie,
We really missed the ball on naming
Eddie,
this show.
Eddie, you're the day before me, right? Is that what we did?
Yeah,
You're the 12th? Yeah. 12th, 13th, and 16th.
Third.
No,
The
third. I'm
Third.
sorry. I have another friend who's 16th. The third, 12th, 13th.
Which is crazier. We're actually all that new one now, which no one cares about, which is the Orpheus.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's the snake handler, which does make a lot of sense.
I would rather.
Prison,
Well, I don't know.
in prison, that was my nickname.
Archers
So-
are. I mean,
Oh boy! Oh heavens! All right,
But no, it's like the new one. It's risen over so there's 13 zodiacs
so,
now.
like,
Technically,
there's
we were-
13 lunar cycles. Technically, there should be 13 months. But because so many things, the political agents and church agents have,
and like
have
probably a
truncated
sprinkle
it
of
to 12.
laziness in there too. At some point, like, oh, we don't want to redo.
They're like,
you
you know
say
what?
late-
We've
no,
we've come this far.
But you say that.
It's good enough for
But
ancient
also,
Rome.
we have 30 days, has September, April, June, and November. We got a 28, maybe 29 day month. Like, we're not lazy, we're inefficient. So let's correct that right out of the gate.
Yeah,
I don't think it's an either or.
And where is ancient Rome right now, though, Eddie?
Buried.
Yeah,
You know what?
They're not a good
Neath
thing to
the
compare
rubble.
to.
Yeah,
It was good enough for ancient Rome. Well,
Well,
yeah.
this was the logic in 800.
let me go speak
Okay,
to
that's what I'm
my
speaking to.
ancient Roman neighbor
Mhm.
and see what he has to say on the topic.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll finish up my intro real
Yes.
quick, and then we can hop into ancient Rome if we feel like it. But yeah, so also from the East Coast. So I'm from South Jersey, like right outside of Philly. I identify with Philly as much as possible, but I always have to throw in that extra layer, because what I've found about people from Philly is if you're like, oh, I'm from South Jersey, like right over the bridge, I'm from Moorestown, they're like, oh yeah, that's basically Philly. But if you say you're from Philly and you're from South Jersey, they want to fucking beach up and steal your lunch money. So yeah, I mean, it is a suburb of the greater Philadelphia area. We're rabid Philly fans all the way around, and we are, basically we're Philly on the other.
Not all of us.
We're East Philadelphia.
You mean all of
all
where you're
of
from.
my clan?
Just to clarify.
Yeah, Clan Jansen. Not to be
Clancy.
confused with clandestine. But yeah,
Other
I
unfortunate plans, yeah.
so what we did glaze over is Aaron and I are both chefs. But we both have been in front of house. I've dabbled more in front of house than Aaron has, but we've both done some front of house too. And this isn't like a restaurant industry podcast, but I'm sure since that's been our lives and livelihoods,
That's how we
it's
met.
going to come up
Yeah.
a lot.
How we fell in love.
Wouldn't recommend it
No,
for anyone.
for
Nope.
sure, no.
So
No.
yeah, if you are listening, don't go into the restaurant industry.
At least half of the problems with my body come
Yeah.
from the goddamn restaurant
Yeah.
industry.
Uh,
Be able to lift 50 pound kegs routinely. This, that. the
I think
other.
I think the
Do
problems
that for a long time.
mainly
I want to.
manifest in my psyche more than my body personally.
It's still
but
the body. It's still
sure.
the mind, the mind
Sure.
and the body.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's all destroyed by the industry.
I have
Over
arthritis.
time. It hurts. Everything hurts. Rheumatoid while you stir a drink. Not fun.
sure.
We
We all
probably
do.
Or
osteoarthritis.
probably all of them.
I think rheumatoid is
It's
genetic.
I think it's an autoimmune actually.
Yeah. That's what it was.
So yeah, it may not be. My grandfather did have that, but I think it's actual carpal tunnel. I think is what I'm experiencing sometimes. Yeah, it's not pleasant though.
Incidentally, we are in the fine dining sector of the
Finest.
industry too. Well, let's not get carried away. I don't think for any of the three of us, the three of us
blowing
work
smoke.
in two different restaurants.
Yeah.
Eddie and I work in the same, and Aaron works in another. And we all work for reasonably famous chefs, but that's about as detailed as we're going to get into our careers because we'd like to protect our jobs until this podcast is big enough that we can quit them.
And
I thought it was because no one was going
and
to care.
I will
but
say this right now:
that's the
if this
worst.
podcast does get big enough, I will quit in an extraordinary fashion.
Oh my god!
Oh, and film it.
Yeah, of course, it will
Oh my
document
God,
it, and
yeah.
I will
Yeah.
pay whatever lawsuits follow.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Mhm. Yeah,
but yeah,
GoFundMe.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I don't have as much rage quit in me toward the company.
I don't think it
for
would be
sure.
rage quitting so much as like I want to leave a legacy. I
Oh.
don't think it even would be like bad or violent or something. You know,
You're like
just-
Unless
like,
something else happens.
You're
Yeah,
thinking
as
more
yet.
like
Well, yeah, I'm
Nicholas
not
Holt,
closing
in-
that off.
like Nicholas Holt in Fury Road. Like, remember me,
Yeah, kind of.
witness me,
Witness, yeah,
witness me. Yeah,
I'll bring like a little can of like chrome spray in it.
bro, all day. You got to.
That's
If you
great.
don't now, I'll be disappointed in you.
Yeah,
It's not required.
and then I want to. Yeah,
Yeah, you seem much more. Well, I don't want to speak for you, but you
No,
seem
go
like
ahead. Speak for
you're
me. I'll correct you.
jovial enough. Still, you haven't died enough.
you're not jaded.
Mentally.
Well, you're
You're
jaded, but you hide it well.
Well, Aaron and I I'm very jaded, but Aaron and I just talked about this.
You are,
Like,
that's
I have an overwhelming sense of diplomacy in the workplace at all times.
Way better than me.
And,
I can't.
Well,
I can't hide it.
way better than the both of you, honestly. I think
Rough.
that it's a sliding scale. Aaron's at one end of it. I'm at the other.
Okay.
You want to go? He saves it for home. You want to go see how many holes he's got in his drywall in his bedroom?
Yeah. No,
Under over is 5.
5.
sure. Yeah.
Oh,
I Kyle out pretty hard off the clock. No, but it's like, honestly, like, it's compartmentalization. Like, I love parts of the gig. I love a few large elements of the company that we work for. I'm very happy with like my station in life, and I think that there are harder jobs. There are jobs where I'd be required to work more hours, and there are jobs where I'd have less control over the menu. And there are jobs where I believe in the food less. Like, I've seen enough bad that I know how good I have it. And like the shit that pisses me off, I try to like just be like, hey, it's not the end of the world. Like, if this job's 85% good, that's 55% better than a lot of gigs that I've had in the past. Hang on a second, because I am making sure that is not going to fuck up our recording because I have a standing alarm that's going off.
Boom. So, snake handler though. Let me.
dude, I am fascinated by this. Like,
It looks like an old Greek mythological man handling a snake on either end of his hand.
Wait, they just sprung this on society? They were like, hey,
like,
guys, guess what?
I know it's been stable for 2,500 years, but here you
Guess
go.
what? We got a little piece of information.
A nugget. Yeah, no, and then I look into it, and I'm the asshole for bringing it up to people who actually believe in astrology more than I do. I don't think it has. I'm one of those weird. I'm probably just like, okay, I think patterns are patterns. We've seen patterns with people and how they come out over the. I can see how like some of it comes down in a way that is like, okay, yeah, maybe there's something to that.
Yeah,
like us three,
But where does the new one fit in? Between Scorpio and Sagittarius?
It's gotten in where it fits in.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like,
You just
Huggy
put it
Bear.
wherever you want it?
No. So the
I
ecliptic.
get in where I fit
Okay.
in, man.
This
It's like, I've never felt like a
this is way
Taurus. I knew
deeper.
it. I'm a snake handler.
This is way deeper than I thought we were going to get on astrology.
No,
Well,
you know
but
what?
that's the thing is like,
But in theory, I think that we all like each other well enough that
Yeah.
we're gonna make it into some episodes. We got some hours to fill, so
Yeah.
let's talk about
and
it.
I'm always down for a good tangent.
Yeah, it's like the ecliptic, right? Is the line past which like there were 12 signs that were fully revealed for most of humanity, as far as what I've looked into, not extensively, but there's a 13th one that has risen above the ecliptic plane, which I guess under which you can be born, and so that is now to be incorporated. But it's like 2.5 weeks long. It's not even a month.
Is that because of the
Very
Earth's
short.
like precession?
Yeah, it's our I guess our galactic as
Tilt
well
or
as
shift
as
or-
well as just our movement through.
Because I
space
know
and
the
time.
North Star changes.
Yeah,
occasionally.
exactly.
Right now, it's
Mhm.
what Polar. Is it Vega?
It might be vague.
Polaris?
Yeah, right now. It was
I-
Polaris.
Ooh.
That's outside of my specific realm.
I was
there.
just back camping camping in the north of the state, and it was you could actually see stars.
Yeah.
And not just haze and smog.
Dude,
So that
light
was
pollution is wild, right?
Yeah,
especially
and Vega was
especially
definitely
here.
up there. I don't know if it was the North Star.
Yeah, I haven't seen a star.
I,
in
I
years.
know I know about like the physics elements of like planetary bodies and their movements and stuff, but I'm not great with like identifying many constellations and like being able to stargaze and be like, oh, and that's where this is. It's never been my strong suit. But I understand astrophysics insofar as like the rudiments of it, you know.
Well, you made it this far and you're still alive, so
You know what? You're doing great.
Well, you know why? You know why? Because I have
Stellar,
GPS
one
and
might
I'm
say.
not navigating on a fucking boat in 1795.
with
you
your
know?
with your astrolabe.
Sure, astrolabe and like
With
one of those like
sextant.
telescoping
Yeah.
telescopes
Uh-huh.
that's like wrapped in leather.
Yeah, but those go for a lot nowadays.
Yeah, they're fucking dope. I'm
Yeah.
not discounting them. I'm just
Just
saying
honestly-
I have an iPhone now, so there's
Just
that.
Go hunt a tiki bar for those objects.
Oh,
and steal the
yeah,
result.
yeah.
Sure.
They got all kinds of pirate
They
stuff
do.
on the walls.
Yeah.
They don't
It's-
even know what half of it is. They just like search boat theme sales.
Yeah.
and they
Nautical-
just nautical.
It's like
Nautical
a- sure,
decor.
It's like
That'll
the Pirates of the Caribbean ride
Yeah.
at Disney, but for alcoholics.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And people that like enjoy burlesque.
Yeah, and
For
everything
whatever
you think is
reason.
an animatronic is actually just another patron.
Sure. Yeah.
It's
Just,
really
like,
an adult juice bar.
Bobbing. Yeah. Yeah. for
It
sure.
really, it's what it is. Yeah.
As far as like
I do
themed
love it.
bars go, though, I have a lot of respect for a tiki bar. I like a tiki.
Good ones
bar,
are good.
You know,
Good
yeah,
ones are
Dude,
good. do well.
The golden tiki fucking rips.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we're giving out like Vegas
No
recommendations,
sponsorships yet.
no, like I'm not trying to.
Every time Jason goes to the Golden Tiki, he
Yeah.
blacks out and has a 30-minute conversation with the drummer
Yep. The
Not
one
every
in-
about
time.
about his chops.
About my chops, yeah. I'd love to sit in. Yeah.
God, I'm-
No,
He's like, have you seen Karen Carpenter?
you know, the last two times I've been there, they didn't even have
Straight.
live music, so I
Yeah.
didn't have an opportunity to black out. And
I mean,
I think
dude,
over
times
the
are tough.
summer a lot they
Yeah.
will not as often.
Mm.
I've noticed.
do you know
but
they
I don't
also
if
moved the
that's true.
fucking clamshell inside?
That's stupid.
Yeah, dude, I loved the outside vibe. It was
when
great
you go
for
out the
chas-
back
It
alley.
was great for chasing pigeons, baby.
Dude.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I significantly injured my shoulder, blacked out at at daybreak trying to catch a pigeon on foot, like I was Rocky in
God.
Rocky 2. It didn't
It's like
end well.
it's like you're mudding in the air.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. At
With
a
no skill.
at a full sprint with compromised motor function, this is a lot of beef hitting the deck. You know what I mean? It really was not great. But anyway,
Yeah.
if you're ever in Las Vegas and you want to go to a bar that has some fucking pizzazz and style and is run by a truly wonderful man,
A gentleman.
yeah, Adam is a fucking G, dude. He's a
Yep.
very, very nice human being. He's delightfully
people.
weird in like the best possible way. You know,
I've never met him, so he's not going to get my endorsement. But I
Okay,
trust you guys.
Sure. Yeah.
He's
He often
really good
wears a
people.
fez.
yes.
A fez.
He
A
will.
fez.
You
He
do
will.
not see that a lot.
You
I
don't
love
see
that.
enough of it.
Yeah.
And so like if I
Not
knew
after
nothing
the
else
Ottomans.
about him,
It really kind of fits.
Right, there's a great video game called Fez.
hmm
Really?
Yeah,
What
really cool.
for what system? Was it arcade?
Fez?
It's got an arcade feel, but it's like you're on like a floating island that's like 3-dimensional, and you have to like rotate the island to solve puzzles based on like
Oh.
what's.
Oh.
So it's like
on.
Monument Valley.
I don't know what that
Did you ever
is.
play? Did you ever play Tetris 3D
Okay.
when it was out?
It sounds kind of like it would be that ish.
Yeah, it very much.
Like
it was
you are a
it
person
was a
and like you're
sphere,
like
but it was
climbing.
Tetris. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was sick.
You ever do one of those 3D puzzles when you were a kid? I did the Notre Dame before it burned down.
I did, but I can't recall
pre-fire.
pre-fire.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was probably a different.
Well, you
model
weren't-
now.
It got easier.
Yeah,
after
it
that.
got a lot easier.
We just discussed
Went
our ages. You weren't a child when that fire happened.
right.
So
yeah.
I
Wait,
put-
when did
I
the
put
fire
the
No,
happen?
it was like
together.
2018.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I mean-
2017?
2017?
recent. Yeah.
I think the bigger giveaway was a 3D puzzle.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
that's
fair.
also- and that's also true. Speaking of 3D
I
puzzles,
think you went micro first, though.
we got
Back
the
at it.
Oh, God.
we got the maze balls right behind
Oh,
us.
dude,
here,
those are
which,
great.
Eddie, you don't even know how deep
Oh,
maze
God.
ball lore goes with me and Aaron,
Oh,
but
God.
like, so somebody got my son like the easiest version of it, right? The easiest version.
Yeah, yeah, which would
Yeah.
make sense.
the easiest version for like a child's birthday present. He was like 4 or 5, and
Okay.
me and Aaron fell in love with it. And honestly, it was not a 4 or 5.
Yeah, whoever bought that present was off.
Evil.
But we started like
Like,
we
let
got
me just
so
discourage this kid
Yeah.
right away. Like,
That's
here's a
it's
toy you'll
sweet spot
never
with
solve.
kids.
We
You
got so
really
into doing them that we were like timing ourselves
Oh,
and like
God.
doing like speed runs and shit.
Yeah.
But then I started to get the other because there's 4 different ones, and I got all the other ones, and every other one is significantly harder.
Way
Are you-
harder.
Can I ask you a
The
question?
twist one's so hard.
It's
and
like a
the
logarithmic.
The epic one is
difficulty
so
scale.
fucking hard, dude.
I've never even come close.
Yeah, I think I
you
don't
have-
think I've made it past 35 in the epic.
I've made it up to the 90s, but it's
Yeah.
hard.
Do you get to like scream, "I'm amaze balls" after you complete one of
I
them?
mean, you're
Is that
welcome
what- Are you
to.
required to?
This is America, and especially in those days, it was
I had
even
to.
more America.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I've watched
I've-
I've
yeah,
watched a
you've never-
video of someone doing the hard one, and it's not. It goes beyond like turning the maze. Like the guy is like
Oh,
my God.
he's like tapping it like little weird movements to get it down
Those are like those
steps. and-
old. Is this from like the old puzzle boxes, like where you used to like the?
I mean,
wasn't
there's,
it like
there's,
Yeah,
there's
sort of like you,
there's
the
4
ancient
of them
Egyptians-
on the
I'm gonna
bookshelf.
I'll
You
grab
could
the
just
easy
give you
one
one.
so
Yeah,
you
just
can
give me
see
one.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think it was like the ancient Egyptians. They used to like hide like gems and stuff in these like puzzle boxes, which are like insane angles, and you have like you were saying about you have to take certain things out or move them just slightly to like. Oh my god, sorry. Thank you. Okay.
So this is the original one that was.
Oh
that's
my
why it's so
God.
dusty and old.
Yeah,
that
so
was given
that's the
to
end point, and
Caden
then
when he was like 4.
you had a start point, and you just
So
kind of
that- Oh, you got to get the ball through.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
that point. Okay, gotcha.
But
Jesus.
they're fucking sick. The company's called Perplexus,
okay.
and like I said, they have at least 4 that I own. I don't know if they've made more since then, but there's that one, and then there's like the regular difficulty, quote unquote. That's the easy one, regular difficulty, and then there's a twist one where that middle, like the equator line,
one of them
it
rotates.
actually spins, like they rotate
Oh, yeah.
inside.
Oh my god.
And then the epic one is
That's crazy.
bigger and has way more obstacles in it. But yeah, it's
That's wild.
it's a whole thing. What you beat me by like less than 10 seconds on your speed run, but I think you were at like 2:37 on that.
Wow.
If
2
I'm
minutes
remembering.
and
2 minutes 37
31
seconds. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
That's
tricky.
Really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I managed to live my whole childhood.
I bet a robot could do that thing super quick.
Oh,
Sure.
stay
You
on.
see like those robots do those Rubik's Cube in less than
Yeah,
0.001 second.
Also, like there's did you see that robot running down the I think it was like Cooper Hill, like where they do the cheese run, which by the way has always been on my bucket
Oh.
list. But I would probably I'm old enough that I would probably get significantly injured at this.
Oh,
point.
but
would
did you see the
snap
video
in
of that
half.
guy?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh,
I
my
sure did.
god, dude!
Ragdoll.
Rag.
Yeah.
And for what?
He
A
lost.
wheel of blue
So
cheese?
You
A
also
wheel of cheese.
lost.
and some of the biggest bragging rights that exist in the UK.
Oh my god, dude!
I bet they're gonna in the next few years. It's getting
Cancel it?
to yeah. I think they're gonna have to put some more restrictions. On
I think people are.
I
I
think
think,
that's what they're
as
gonna do.
as a
They'll-
as
It's a
a
shame.
as a global population, I think we're getting less intelligent. So people are much more willing to
probably more
But-
okay
leave
with it too.
themselves down that.
But at one
That this is as good as it's going to get for me.
I'm
this
done.
is the peak.
You
at
know
what
what?
point though do we just allow people to self thin the herd?
I mean,
you know,
I think they,
I'm ready.
I'm ready
I
too.
think
Fucking
we're already
ready,
there.
dude.
Yeah,
I mean, we're
been
well
ready. I was
beyond that
born
point. Yeah, self-selection definitely for that last one that I saw though was
Insane.
Catastrophic.
Insane.
Yeah.
and I think the same guy won the same round as he did last year too, and they train for it. It's a whole thing.
It didn't look like that. It didn't look like that guy trained hard enough.
Well, I think he just did it wrong. I think clearly he
definitely
was
did it
like,
wrong.
I'll cartwheel.
Listen,
And
here's the
I'm gonna do what
air.
the cheese does.
Do you want
Mimic the cheese.
devil's advocate? I think maybe he did train and he just went completely loose, which is what you're supposed to do in a situation where your body is about to incur trauma.
Look at Greg Louganis.
No, Greg Louganis
Oh, no, he just-
smoked his fucking head on a diving board.
Yeah,
This seems
the AIDS might have been the problem.
the
there.
same
Yeah,
ilk.
I think so too.
That
But
was-
you know
yeah,
what?
he was
To
pretty
be fair,
scared.
I
Yeah, he was
think
pretty scared about
that's-
that.
That's
to be
That's fair enough.
to be fair, also at least he went into a body of like chlorine bleach.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
that
that's-
helped. You know,
Mhm.
best case scenario for a bunch of AIDS blood to be around.
now
They
that we've
didn't know
lost
that at the
everyone
time.
since the
Sure.
'88 Olympics, or
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, we were when we were talking about the name of the podcast, we were concerned with alienating younger listeners, and
Yeah.
now we're talking about Greg Louganis.
and there we go.
Yeah, we're
Salient.
gone. We're
A
gone
salient
already. That's
a
old.
salient
That's old for
person.
us, even.
Yeah, that is
I-
kind of
I
just
was-
from our childhoods,
Exactly.
for sure.
Yeah.
No, I saw a clip of it today, so that's why
Yeah.
it's
Oh, did you really?
fresh.
Fresh
Yeah.
on your
Wow.
head.
Were you
Not
just
to-
watching sports injuries?
It sounds
No,
that
man,
way.
my algorithm, my Instagram algorithms give me all these things where it like plays like POV. Your time machine broke down in this year, and you watch Greg Louganis smash his head on a diving board and freak out about AIDS in the pool. And in the background, there's a Sigur Rós eerie song playing, and you're like,
Well,
I need to get off the fucking internet today.
algorithms when my
Jesus.
algorithms
The internet
start
taps
things
you
off
out.
with POV, it does not go in that direction.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We're not here to talk about that.
yeah.
Why not? We're adults.
Should we fuck with something?
Do you want to fuck with something?
Let's
What
fuck with
should we fuck
something.
with?
Let's fuck with something. Do you guys want to pick? I wrote all of these, so you guys feel free to pick
Yeah.
from wherever.
All
And
right.
if it's a lame one, let's not force it.
Not to alienate everyone. My go gadget.
Do you
I'm just doing
fuck- is it
Sorry.
Germans?
It's the Germans.
Is it Germans
As a people.
as a people?
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Okay.
I think that obviously a couple things are going to jump to mind, but
No,
let's
I think
talk about
they've-
the Germans at large.
The 1st thing that comes to mind is Inglorious Bastards for
Sure.
me.
Okay.
See,
That's nobody's first thing.
Well, you're right
I'm
church,
kidding.
wrong.
no, I would
cue,
think
Right,
right?
I
You
think
know?
Snatch
Just
is the first thing that
Oh,
comes.
yes. Well, yes. Sorry. Yes. No, of course. Yes.
But I mean, look, man, I think as a people, they've done a tremendous job coming back
Yeah, you want to talk
from
about
one of
recovery
the
mode?
worst things you would have to come back for
Yeah.
ever.
Yep.
What are they, fourth largest economy, I believe.
I think it's dropped to like 7th.
Okay,
now,
well-
but not top 10 probably still.
Yeah,
But you know
so-
what?
maybe
Wonderful,
8
wonderful,
or 9.
vibrant culture.
And I
We're-
think
we're
their
trying to
citizens are
destroy-
consistently some of the happiest in the world. No,
Denmark, but
Den-
amongst it, yeah, it's
I mean,
close.
I think
That's
happiest starts in
Denmark
Scandinavia,
is like
and then it kind
Germany.
of just
okay.
leaks down.
Yeah.
And then when you get
like
into
urine.
yes,
Great.
and then
But-
once
but
you get
I-
into like
To be fair, once you get to the Mediterranean, that
Ugh.
happiness kind of stops.
once
Which
you
is
cross into
funny.
Africa,
Yeah,
it's just-
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it gets
That's
That
that's
shit
our
is-
fault.
It stops
Um,
there,
I
especially.
don't know,
That's mostly.
I'll
our
say
fault.
this: I don't love German cuisine.
No,
It's because
Beyond baked goods.
I love
what
acid.
are we doing there?
I love high acid in
Mhm.
food, and I don't know that they know what that is.
It's because I don't think there was citrus.
they only pickle
in-
cabbage.
I think they do. I think they do a great job around sausages. I think they got
Yeah, their sausage work is amazing.
they got a good bread program.
Baked goods.
Yeah,
Which I mean, sausage rolls, they probably are amazing. Like crush,
yeah, dude.
dude.
Have you been to
Additionally-
a fair in Minnesota?
Additionally, this is in no way a German beer, legally
No.
nor by definition. But they do a great job around beer too. A good fucking Dunkelweiss, dude.
Hit me
You
with
know?
that dongle.
give me that. give me that Erdinger.
Yeah, donkey donk, dude.
Also, I like those pictures of like the German Christmas festivals. I would love to
Beautiful.
go to one of those.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
You know what? I was shocked by Berlin as a food city because of how shit for the exact reason you just said. Oh, the Germans. I don't really think about their cuisine. I thought the same thing. I had no preconceived notions. I didn't even want to go to Germany when I was cycle touring. I ended up there because my bike broke down.
That's how they get everyone, by the
That's
way.
how they get
Well,
everyone.
Why do all these
swear
bikes
they're
break down? We hit
fro-
Germany.
Listen, they got some
Rugged
bangers, but
roads.
they also
No,
have
just
some absolute abominable stuff though. Like Wurstsalat is basically just like a
What is
salad
that?
with like cut up hot dogs in it. Essentially,
I've
It's-
seen that,
it's-
actually.
it's
Sign me
rough,
up, dude. Are you kidding me? Sounds delicious.
Oh no!
Wait, but you
No.
thought the food was
9.
good?
in Berlin.
Okay.
I
In
can
Berlin.
attest to in Berlin.
Yeah, but in most in most
Nine
big
banana-
cities, you have an
Make me
influx of
Yeah, exactly.
people from
Well,
other places who know how to cook.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I like it because it's cosmopolitan.
yeah,
It's from everywhere.
yeah, exactly.
It was like I left my hostel and it was like 2 different restaurants from different parts of Bangladeshi cuisine, and then it got less obviously specific from that point. But it was like Indian and just like like a lot of really cool East Asian and Chinese restaurant. I was like. It was almost a struggle where I was in Berlin to find like any sort of homegrown cuisine at all. So for good reason.
I had a guest one time at the restaurant that you and I recently worked together at tell me that the best the best German restaurant they ever went to was in Korea. I was like, what in the fuck? I was like, first of all, why would you even go to a German restaurant if you're in Korea? There's
Never would I ever.
delicious Korean
Yeah,
food.
well, you got Eddie here who knows that there's a banging Korean restaurant in Berlin. So
it's actually so
they just trade.
It's on Korea
It's like an
Strasse.
exchange program.
South to Sud Korea Strasse.
Yeah.
No, so okay, you answered, so that's kind of your fucking with the Germans.
Yeah, I got nothing against them at all.
I fuck with. I mean, outside the Holocaust, I fuck with Sweater.
Yeah, I think you have to
and
isolate.
also, I mean, like
It's a fair asterisk.
They
That's
aren't
doing a heavy lift.
They aren't
It's a good
not
footnote.
culpable in World War I either. You know.
See, that's the thing. Okay, so I was gonna say, there's a weird perspective you can have on this, which I'll give you because here I am.
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
That's what I'm here for. But like, why I don't currently fuck with the Germans as a
You don't like
as an
Angela?
entity.
She's not in power anymore.
No,
is she?
no, only 18 years.
Just hell of a run.
R.I.P. No, she's
She's
still alive.
still alive.
She's fine.
Yeah,
She's fine.
She just got tired of it.
It was an FDR like run. out
Wouldn't
of
she be
Angela
tired
Merkel.
to deal with most of these world leaders?
Sure.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
especially most of them
Especially
being
as
white
a
men.
German.
Yeah,
They're
in-
probably just looking
you know
like
yeah.
still just like
So
come
many
on,
idiots.
What the fuck?
Just chock-a-block full of idiots. And no, so like, yeah, going back to World War One, though, you mentioned, I think, so that's like the original sin of the West against both itself and the rest, right? And that's been translated forward through time, okay, so there's a guy called, so Aaron Mate, his father,
Mhm.
right? He's a political podcaster.
Were you
Aaron Mate.
Were you about to say Gerhardt?
No, Gabor.
Okay,
Gabor Mate.
I love a good Gerhardt.
It's
though.
Hungarian.
Okay.
But Gabor himself was like 2 when he fled, when he gotten out of the Holocaust. Okay, but he talks about like it's like transitive trauma,
Mhm.
right? And so it's like basically because basically the Allies after World War One, when they won,
Yeah.
which was really an imperial war, right? That's all it was. It was
And just for
empires.
the people listening who don't
Who haven't
know
fallen asleep
who
yet.
are the ally? Just I mean, I know obviously, but I just want to make sure that everyone.
You mean World War I allies?
yeah, let's
so-
just cover
right.
both of them while we're at it. Just
No,
a quick catch everyone up
Yeah,
because World War One was that's
the first one.
That came first, right? Okay.
Numerically,
Yeah.
yes, and chronologically.
That's
as it
why it
were.
was originally just called the Great War.
The Great
Okay.
War. Yeah.
They didn't realize
At least here.
there was going to be.
That's where shell shock comes from, not shifty shell shock,
Yeah.
because that was Crazy Town.
Mm.
They did
Yeah.
Butterfly.
R.I.P.
Continue.
All right.
R.I.P. Shifty shell shock. Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, but so you have all these powers. Well, so Britain.
Yeah, right.
You have America coming in late, obviously. You
Of
have
course.
France.
Yeah, we love showing up late to World Wars.
That's our thing.
That
We-
is our thing.
fashionably.
Fashionably late to World Wars.
I mean, they literally called the soldiers doughboys, right? They had
Mhm.
because of the uniforms. That was fashionably late for sure. Those hats.
Yeah,
Great call.
the World War I hats.
Yeah, the
Bro,
doughboy
they're so sick.
slaughtered.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's like Kung Lao, but like a lazy Kung Lao.
it is like
Yeah.
yeah, but then hard, right? Just
Mhm.
but yeah, so these powers all go to war over who's got what empire. Basically, it's an empire conflict.
Sure.
And yeah, and then that by not forgiving though that the Germans were just part of this conflict on one side of the conflict that ended up losing, right?
Mhm.
Which wasn't ideological. Like I said, it was mostly just the empires kind of colliding.
Yeah.
And so by not resolving the war debt in a way that they had classically done in periods way back,
Mhm.
like all the way forward, by not resolving
I'm reading ahead mentally
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
the war, the America coming in late, right? And we'd done our war sales. We were selling shit to, our war material to France, to the Allies before we got in, right, in 1970.
Sure.
And we basically lent them all this. Well, we didn't. We had a way that we weren't going to just like absolve the sale of all that war material when we said, so you will still have to pay all of all of that back now that you're a destroyed
your
empire.
economy. Yeah,
Yeah, and that was never really done before. If you were allies, you fucking we absolve each other of kind of mutual debts and this and that and the other. For the most part, that's how a lot of those conflicts ended. And even with the other side of the conflict, who you were fighting against, being not just absolutely just having to pay every bit of that load that the Allies were going to have to pay the Americans. They then transferred as war debt onto the Germans. Right?
Oh my God!
So this is what crushed the German economy for the next 20 years, right? And the rise of Hitler and fascism wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah,
right?
because that probably pissed off a lot of German people.
It certainly pissed
Possibly.
off one.
If I were German, I would be upset.
If nothing else, it pissed off one Austrian kid enough
to just
yeah,
go off the rails.
Yeah. He,
I'm not going to make an Auschwitz
you know,
joke.
No, but I think we can
his
all,
words, not mine, but it was a real struggle.
I think we can all
Yeah.
agree that if he was a little bit better of an artist, none of this shit would have happened.
Him and
Yeah.
Bush. Why are they
Yeah.
like they were actually like Bush, younger
Mhm.
as an artist? I don't know why.
Why do failed artists
But
become
why?
so angry?
You know why? I have a theory that it's
But
pushed.
Bush-
They're pushed to power by their powerful families, or
Yes.
they
That's a-
come up into it
That's
and
a
they hate it.
million. That's a million% what happened
Yeah.
to GW.
G-dubs, for
was
sure.
he just got pushed
Adolf
into?
less, I don't know.
Into
Yeah, no, I mean-
governing or the art? He got pushed into artwork?
governing.
Oh.
Into governing
Into-
instead of
into
art.
governing
Yeah, yeah.
instead
Because they
of
weren't
art, yeah.
encouraged to go into art. They were like, you're gonna take over the legacy. You know what I mean? So they get like pushed and propped.
Yeah.
And then they hate it.
And they basically
suck
like
at it.
they boy banded the whole G-Dubs administration
100%.
around him so that he could produce a couple of hit records.
Yeah.
You know?
You get Cheney, you get Rumsfeld,
Yeah.
you get all these bangers, you know.
Yeah, and they're like
they have an ideology. Bush is an idiot.
Very politically savvy people that like can just facilitate you being in power for 1 to 2 terms, and like you get to be
Thank
the president and,
He's
and
like
live
a-
off the dividends.
It's like a tofu. You take on the flavor
Take
of like whatever else is in the
George
dish.
Bush, the tofu
The
president.
tofu president.
Yeah.
the tofu president.
Yeah.
I think that's a great term for any president who just has no vision for themselves and only
Now,
goes
what
off
if
what
you-
people
what
said.
if you did-
You've coined
what if you
that,
did,
and that's amazing.
Lame duck with tofus. As the
So
second.
he surrounded himself with a bunch of duds too, and they got
Yeah.
nothing done.
Well, the second.
I think that would be Biden, lame duck.
Yeah,
probably.
Biden's for sure.
Because
lame duck.
I
Yeah.
think that was another one. Administration ran itself. He had virtually no idea what was going on.
Well, you clearly,
after a minute.
It was
he
an
did.
animatronic president.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He was held up with sticks.
Yeah, if you go back, you can see the wires
Yeah.
holding him up.
I mean, there are also, if you go even further back, there are presidents whose like
Oh.
wives ran the country because they
Reagan.
were on their
Reagan.
deathbeds. And,
Bingo.
Yeah.
Most recently. Yeah.
Yeah, most infamously, and as
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yeah,
she was badass.
She was probably the first female president. We just don't say.
Yeah,
That's-
you're not allowed to say
It was a year and a half. Look, Ellie, calm down.
Well,
she could walk.
real talk. In defense,
She had a leg up there.
How funny is it that was what swindled the American public? Like, just put a blanket on him. They'll never know the
Oh
chair
my God,
is rolling.
he's sitting.
Like,
Yeah.
He's just cold all the time.
and or that mattered anyway, and like that was
That's a
they were
lazy,
cognizant
chilly
of-
president. Let's elect him 4 fucking times.
Boy, a guy never stands
Yeah.
for Stalin or Churchill.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah, power move.
Never gets up to get his own cigar.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So real quick, to wrap up the Germans,
Yeah.
what I will say is, since we got real cerebral on them, I would like to go in the opposite direction and say that my favorite modern piece of Germany is Flula-Borg.
Yeah, he's
I
hilarious.
fucking love that guy. Do you know who he is?
I don't. No.
So he's a
Damn it.
a DJ / entertainer,
Okay.
but like he also just is like a very, very funny man, and he's become good friends with Conan O'Brien, who like kind of was his springboard into the American like pop culture. Like he gave him like the views sort of that he became big enough to sustain himself in the like the American social media spheres and stuff. But he's unbelievably funny. He's got like a really unique sense of humor, and I can't recommend him enough. So check out Flula-Borg.
Wait, so ultimately, why did you not fuck with the Germans? Because they got beat up after World War One, and you were like, I take that as weakness.
I had to. There's so much foreground I had to lay for my assessment. I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Oh yeah, because I
This
was
is just I'm lost. I know it's lost in the sauce a little bit. What I was going to say was actually, it's not the Germans I fuck with. It's that I don't fuck with. Let me put it that way. It's that we made them into a pariah state. I think a lot of what we did was pushed them into being the pariah state they became. They did this heinous, Holocaust, all of the rest of the war crimes during World War II, right? But it was really an expression of the desperation of a people that were put in a desperate place by the rest of all of the collective West too, that was at war prior, and that they didn't really ever have to atone for the sins they made the Germans have to atone for. And in over atoning, now, I mean, you have all the way through to today where we're still seeing obviously all the crisis in the Middle East and stuff is a translation. It's a transitive property of trauma. Back again, now being transferred onto Palestine. And
well, good thing the U.S. only did something like that one time in history, right?
Thank God, it doesn't keep going like a tragic wave.
It's a good thing we never did that in
We've
places
never
like
created
Nicaragua
a massive problem somewhere, left a power
Yeah.
vacuum, and then had to deal with the repercussions of it.
It just doesn't happen here.
We're very responsible as a country.
Sure. All we care about is being there long enough to make money off of it.
Yeah. We have our own genocides here. So
see what else we might or might not fuck with.
Yeah.
Do you fucks with high school movies? Is that like that? You don't mean movies when we were in high school?
No, I mean movies.
I did watch movies when I was in high school. Yeah,
around high school.
Movies. Okay, so like just what I thought of when I was writing that down was like, you have your Dazed and Confused, you have American Pie, and that whole saga, like things of that, 16 Candles, like all of that shit.
They don't really make those anymore.
They don't. I was just
the
thinking about that.
The last thing I could think of was Project X.
That's not true at all. They just made last year. They put Bottoms out, which I think is a fucking wildly quirky, silly comedy. Did you not see that?
I've never heard of it.
No, I never even saw it advertised. Clearly, I'm the wrong demo.
Yeah, I'm getting the different pop-up ads that you are.
These young lesbians basically become. God, I saw it, and we wound up in the wrong theater by accident. We wound up in the
really an endorsement.
Well, no. We went to go see Bottoms.
I got you.
Me and Caden, and we wound up like the app had listed the theater wrong, and so we went into the theater, and we were like, we would have walked in when the movie was like starting. We were like running late, but like we walked in, and like one more trailer happened, and then a movie started, and I was like, this is certainly not the tone I expected for this movie.
Like getting
and
a
it wound up. We watched the first like 4 minutes of The Equalizer 3, and I was like,
"This is more of a Tops movie for sure."
And I said to Caden,
Equalizer 3.
I said to Caden, I was like, even before Denzel's name popped up, I was like, this is 100% The Equalizer 3. I was like, we should go find the theater we're supposed to be in. So we missed the first few minutes, but if I'm remembering the plot correctly, it's like these like teen lesbians become cheerleaders so that they can seduce the girls that they're attracted to and kind of like pull them over to the other side. But it's zany on top of that.
It was like actually funny and
that's like the piece of it that's like the serious plot drive, but like it's way over the top in a lot of ways, and it was.
I'm glad they're still making them.
It was interesting and funny,
I'm glad they're making them too. They just need to, I guess, advertise it better.
Yeah. Well, comedies are being made like so much less frequently these days because of like the economics of filmmaking. Like you used to have a lot more movies coming out in general in the box office,
but you got an initial wave of money from the release, and then on the re-release you get
on the DVD sales you get a ton, but you don't see that as much on like the streaming platforms and stuff. So now like the stuff that they sink money into for like big budget films like chews up a lot of the financing for movie making, and so these like where you'll find comedy now is usually like in indie stuff, and it's going straight to streaming and shit. So like theater comedies are with us. But having said that, I don't want to get off the high school thing, but like we just saw Naked Gun last week, and Naked Gun is an old school. It's a Naked Gun movie. It is a Naked Gun movie that was written by Akiva.
Yeah, Akiva from The Lonely Island,
and it's fucking good. I mean, like it's a Naked Gun movie, so it's
like those
for a Naked Gun movie.
Those quick like jokes,
dumb jokes,
super
jokes,
dumb.
But but it was written in such a way that it felt like a Leslie Nielsen Naked Gun movie. Like he was really honest to like the source material of like how to write that cop spoof.
I heard it was like pretty tasteful humor too. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, there were a couple of things that were like pretty blue, but like it was most of it was family friendly. There were like 3 or 4 things that like were, I think, you couldn't have gotten away with in the first batch of Naked Gun.
So movies. You think it was a really good homage?
Wonderful remake? Homage to it.
Yeah.
It like
okay. I was curious from seeing the like pre-release all the videos and stuff like that.
They did
if it was going to be
no, they
good
did
justice.
they did a very, very, very good job. I think
Okay.
if you liked the original Naked Gun movies, you left the theater going like, good job, you guys didn't fuck it up.
I saw the first two, I think.
Yeah, 33 and
I
the
was
third
like,
was funny too. All
okay.
three of the original ones are funny.
It was funny to go from Leslie Nielsen to Liam Neeson. It's like the
Sure.
closeness of name there is just
Well,
funny to me. I
fun-
don't know
yeah,
if it's based on everyone, but I just
Funnily
by
enough, so
design.
he plays
Yeah.
he plays Frank Jr.
Oh, okay.
And then his like partner plays the junior of
Junior,
his
junior?
partner, and and there's this whole scene in the beginning where they go up to like a wall of like deceased police officers, and like everybody's kind of like crying in front of their father's picture or whatever, and then like the kid is like looking at OJ's picture, and he just like turns to the camera, he's like, nah, and just walks away. It's great. But yeah, and Pam is in it. Pam Anderson.
Yeah, I saw that.
She's like a beacon of like what I wish more women would do. And it's not like, listen, not my body, it's not me, but like aging naturally,
Just age.
and being okay with being an older woman and like still beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I don't need you to look scary trying to be pretty. Like just
Right.
be pretty. She's
I'm always
beautiful.
like, yeah, do
I'd
whatever you
still take
want.
a
I
run
do
at her.
really appreciate
Sure.
that she's like taking that role, because it's like so many. They're talking about it now. My wife was actually talking about it, that it's like it's become a thing that distinguishes the rich from the rest of us.
Yeah.
And it's actually purposeful, partly, that the way they end up looking like kind of monstrous sometimes.
Mhm.
Like, you let that surgery and all those things go 20, 30 years.
Yo, there's a
It's not, and they look sameified a bit.
Uh-huh.
They have a look, right, of people who get like,
Yeah, you can see it.
chronic injection, all the stuff,
Sure.
that goes, and a lot of the surgeries and stuff.
They're shiny.
And it
shiny.
disturbingly.
Why are they
There's
shiny?
always- because of the stretch.
Yeah, they're
There's
so
always
shiny.
there's always a lot of like cheekbone going
Yeah,
on.
right, exactly, and they get real.
and a
they
lot
get
of lip.
similarly-
There's a very nice gay gentleman who's a regular at our restaurant who is terrifying looking.
Yeah,
Because of all the plastic surgery he's
Yeah.
undergone.
yeah.
Um,
It's just and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter any of the rest of it. But she was like, it's very much a way for like the wealthy to like,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
when
Like,
bus drivers
Yeah.
you know,
give a
what?
little
Yeah, it's
finger
like-
to each other. Yeah, hey,
yeah.
I'm a bus driver too.
This-
I don't know if you
Subi
could tell.
wave.
I don't know if you could tell
Yeah.
by the giant bus that is enclosing me, but I'm gonna give you the little
Yeah,
one
yeah.
finger just to let you know
I mean,
I'm
how
a
do
bus
truck
driver
drivers
too.
even know
Fellow
other truck
bus
drivers
driver?
without
Yeah.
the trucker hat?
Yeah.
With a
You
horn.
see,
The
oh,
horn
it's
lets
all the
them
rest.
know.
It's the truck behind.
I gotta
Yeah.
tell you, the Subi wave is a thing too. Like it's a big thing, and it's fucking exhausting when you live in Colorado because everybody drives a fucking Subaru. So when you
I'm
drive
guilty.
one,
So I
brother, you are
Yeah.
just these two fingers
Yeah.
are off the steering wheel more than they're on it. Yeah,
the Jeeps too. What's the deal with the Jeeps and the Dodges?
I think
All
they
that?
do one of these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of those in Colorado too.
sure.
Jeeps.
Yep.
That is.
Wait, so
Mhm.
High school
like
movies.
when we talk about
High
high
school
school movies,
High school movies. Yeah.
when I hear the word high school movies, I think of things like 10 Things I Hate About You.
High school movie.
Yeah.
Can't Hardly Wait.
High school movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved them when I
They
was
were
growing
great.
up.
I just think that they
I would-
were okay.
You
make
can make
the
an
right
argument
that
for Empire Records being a high school movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
which is a great fucking flick.
Certainly, like similar age kind coming of age, like just there
coming
around
of age movies. Yeah.
A Bildungsroman.
The way back is like a great like indie movie about a kid that's that age. What is it? Adventureland is a good like they're not in school. It doesn't have to be centered around them being in school and the
A Walk
school
to
year.
Remember.
Would Zombieland be a
Walk
high
to
school?
Remember? Fuck you.
She's in high school.
Yeah, I know. Okay, Twilight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's
To be-
a
Yeah,
whole
that's a whole
another
podcast.
thing.
That's a
We
whole
are.
podcast.
Yeah, we
We're
don't
gonna
have enough time to
make
unpack
Eddie
that.
watch that entire series, and we're gonna
How
have to
dare
chop
you.
it up.
We're gonna dissect
Bro, it's
that
so
movie
bad.
like a lab frog.
Yep.
no, I
Honestly, like I love Robert Pattinson.
Me
and
too.
It's amazing that he survived and became a good actor. With that being the thing that like broke him,
Martin,
you know.
Michael Sheen.
Oh, Michael Sheen's an
Is in it.
incredible, like funny person and a good actor. And He has one of the most egregious line reads in the history of cinema.
In that movie?
In that movie, yeah, with that crazy fucking laugh when they had the showdown in the field. Holy fucking shit, Michael Sheen! What a choice.
I spent a lot of time getting that out of my brain, so I'm glad you put that right back in there.
My brother in Christ, that is so wild. And I love Michael Sheen, but I
think he has a podcast with that other actor.
Oh, yeah, and they just bicker with each other all the time.
They're great.
They're so good.
They're great.
Yeah. It's David.
I can't remember his name. Yeah,
it's the guy who played the
guy from. He's in. Isn't he in Harry Potter? Doesn't he play?
Yeah, he plays young Barty Crouch.
Yeah.
David Tennant. I'm really good at that, and so I was pissed.
You are, and I was like, I'm not going to help you.
Yeah.
No, dude. Yeah, he's Jason. Jason is like basically.
I am
IMDb. And it's equally frustrating as it is impressive. Because like you'll be like, what's that guy's name? And Jason will be like, oh, that's
David Morse.
Like, there's no reason you should have
Who was that chick? Is Cindy Crawford.
Why?
It's Lakeith Stanfield, who just had a birthday. Which, by the way,
happy birthday.
He's incredible.
Yeah, I think Jason's got some celebrity birthdays worth delving into. Should we just wrap up high school movies real quick? Because I thought they were. I just remember growing up with them and just really enjoying them as a escape from life.
Yeah, it was kind of
even though I was in high school and then I would go watch a movie about kids in high school because that was not what high school
and it was
like.
A bunch of like 28-year-olds.
Wished you
were it's what you wished high school was like. Oh man, that's a sick party, and you're just at home because you didn't get invited to parties
and you weren't 27.
That too. Yeah, they all look like they're like
and
approaching
the
30.
geek always wound up hooking up with a hot chick, which was really nice.
Or like getting really close and then just blowing into the last second. But
I think that was actually
he always had a shot.
Was that the core difference between like our generation's high school versus back in like more like Gen X versions of that maybe, which was like that the geek just got shat on the whole time, and there was never an evolution of the character of the geek. You know what I'm saying? I think that because you're right.
I think in the 80s, geeks wound up finding like their geek like counterpart by the end of the movie.
Okay,
but like the geek started to win in the 90s.
That's more what I'm saying.
Because I don't think geeks exist nowadays. Like everything is. Like has a cool version of it. Like
you're just like into something.
Even like something like Dungeons and Dragons. Like you got like critical Role.
Yeah.
Like these guys like do YouTube like D&D campaigns and they get like millions and millions and millions of views.
Yeah, I mean,
so like, you asking what we're doing wrong is what I hear.
Wait, what are we doing wrong? We're doing almost everything wrong up until this point.
There's two sides to this coin, right? Is that I think that kids aren't battle hardened enough for the real world anymore because of all of that, because of everybody being like kind of insulated from it. Like, you know, no one's bullied, no one's fat shamed, no one's made fun of for like having a niche hobby or anything anymore. And like, I think that all those things are great because I had some rough years in middle school and early high school. Like, so
are you pushing for us like fat shaming each other still?
I think it.
Absolutely.
I think it's more indicative of the fact that
keep each other accountable.
I think it's more indicative of the fact that people don't need to socialize as much. Like you don't need to be in other people's business for entertainment anymore.
I think that that's an element of it too. But where I was going with it is that like. It's great that kids don't have that level of stress, but they make up for it in like online bullying, like
you're
bullying and
but
stuff like that.
I'm also,
but they also like when you see young kids in the workforce, like they're not ready for someone to tell them they're not good at shit at this point,
right?
And
they're not good at anything,
and that's not great. Well, I won't even go that far because I've worked with some young kids that like have good work ethics and are like. And are, you know, talented and want to like learn things and stuff. But like, I think that more often than not, what I've seen is like you tell them that they're terrible at something and they just like recoil in horror because their parents never told them that, their teachers never told them that, their friends never told them that. Our
culture has a whole issue with accountability, though.
100%.
I think if that's
in
the backdrop,
different lanes.
Yeah. Myself as well. Like I've struggled. Like it's a whole thing that I think it's just the general backdrop of the culture, right? So there's like shit accountability and no like ability to apologize properly. None of that shit. So then you see people, and I think what's happened too is like economics have forced just everyone back into the restaurant industry again too, in a way that. it wasn't necessarily true I'll speak for myself. The way I felt was like, oh, I keep putting myself through school and doing things in the restaurant industry because I can I'm all right at that and I can get better at it. And it's something that like also at the same time was kind of coming back in fashion to improve. And I think it's probably the same way for chefs too. Like food has improved so much over the last 25 years.
Yeah, but chefs have gotten real fucking lame again.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fresh batch
okay,
of being lame about it. Yeah.
And there is for bartending. Well, there's not for bartending.
100% there is.
Yeah. So, that comes full circle as well.
Yeah, I'd love to have my fucking third ISI back, please, Eddie. Fucking animal. Continue.
Ryan.
So it seems Eddie
I love you, Ryan, and I'm not mad.
That is not my fault.
It's a beautiful cocktail, but like,
it's pretty.
Let's get another ISI. Continue.
I just want to make a white Negroni that's a white Negroni without a foam. That's what I'm saying. Just kidding. Anyway, so it's just like, so we were going back to the classics and then like using, I don't know, let's not use terrible, awful shit in this to make it better. And we like revitalized, that was the whole mixology movement, right? It was like resurging, giving a shit about ingredients and just process and procedure and then doing it right. But it's kind of because like, as we're like, a lot of us were putting ourselves through the industry and just seeing like, oh, well, we could get better at this. We could do this so much better. And just getting generally like, I think a little more smart and intelligent along the way as to how we were wanting to do things. We kept getting stuck back in the industry because of the economics of everything. Like, oh wait fails, like the economy crashes, a lot of us go back into it because I couldn't enter the job market. That would have been the first year and a half where I could have like maybe done something professional.
Right.
Cool. Fucked again. And so they're not hiring in that whole industry for 3 years. And then by then you're 3 more years deep. And then it's like, you know what I mean? So a lot of us just kept over professionalizing in a field that before us had long since not been very professional.
Yeah.
And then now, I think what you're seeing after 2020, and you have COVID and all the COVID re-entrants after COVID, it's like a new batch of like, kind of everybody is more and more economically squeezed into the service sector. You don't have manufacturing, like you don't have anything to compete against a lot of the service jobs. So now you're just seeing kind of fucking everybody
because anyone,
it's not like I give a shit about flavors. You guys do too. It's not like everybody's doing that. It's just now you're getting kind of like, I guess I'll
the biggest like catalyst for me becoming a professional in the service industry was the fact that the things that this is something that I've complained about ad nauseum, is that I feel like if you work a 40-hour a week job and you work hard at it and you try hard, you should be able to have some quality of life, right? And the jobs that I wanted that pertained to my degree, because I was originally
ballroom dancing, right?
Yeah, I was an English major, and the first gig that I wanted was to be a high school English teacher. And then very quickly, I was like, I don't want to be poor, like objectively poor my entire life.
Anywhere.
And then so
anywhere in this country, you will be broken.
Right. And then so after that, it was like, well, I would take my prowess with the English language, and I would love to be a music writer or a food writer, a slam poet, a music writer or a food writer or a movie critic, like one of those types of people. And then I
have you seen a lot of movies?
There's like 40 people in the country that have those jobs.
Well, that was,
and that's it. That was
that was a big element of it, but also like because of the age that we were matriculating, I was watching print media. I was watching print media and watching journalism take a shift in like financial viability, as well as like what it's become now is just like sensationalist journalism and like zero respect for like the core tenet of journalism, which is that it's about reporting facts and it's not always about editorializing everything.
I thought you were going to say take a shit, and I was going to say, well, that's accurate. Yeah.
But like I realized that like print media was getting fucked and was going away, and that the online media was just going to become more and more of a cesspool of bullshit.
Which is a lot too, just like so much scattered all over the place.
Sure. Yeah. And so I was good at this thing that I was doing to pay my way through college, and I like loved doing it. And I was like, well, even if I wound up like a general manager at a chain restaurant, I'm making 1.5 times what the teacher would make. And if I get really good at it, I can work in a really nice restaurant where I'll make 2 to 3 times what a teacher makes.
So Chili's, if you're listening,
Yes,
send it.
exactly. But I mean, like that was legitimately my thought process about why I became a professional in the restaurant industry, and it's been bar manager, general manager, and now chef again.
Yeah.
But like I dropped out of college and went to culinary school. Yeah. So
Well, you were smarter than me. I just kept on plowing ahead.
well, but I
I'm
mean,
also a little older. I'm the
have a-
oldest of us, which I didn't
Yeah,
realize. I'm 41.
What career paths? You're a what? Political science?
I did political science, and then I did
So what did you want to do?
be a
supervillain?
scientist of politics. Just kidding. Supervillain, yeah. No, I wanted to do anti-corruption when I thought that would work too.
Man, that's a
hold back the
Does
tide.
that-
boy,
Who
Does
knew
that industry
who knew that ship
exist
had
anymore?
sailed?
Say, what an idealist notion
Oof.
that
I
is.
tell
you
you what,
probably
yeah.
make a lot more money nowadays in politics
I should
figuring
just
out how to
gone
be corrupt.
Corruption.
Yeah.
I just I put anti in
That's
front
a
of
lot
it.
of loot. Yeah,
If you
it's
go the
way more lucrative.
If you go the
I got-
corruption route, I challenge you to find a more lucrative line of work.
You just
my
like
my
opening-
resume, no traction. I
opening
should have
a-
just gone full corruption.
just
Yeah.
Eddie just opening a pie box with $5,000 cash in it.
Yeah.
How much is your vote worth?
Anti-corruption would have been paid the same dividends as you becoming like a fine art major,
Or an English teacher.
or an English teacher. Sure.
Which, by the way, your English is incredible.
By the way,
Oh, thank
I
you.
just-
you.
if
Yeah.
you
throwing that
if
out
you
there.
gave me a list of all possible professions that I could do, me personally as a person,
As a person,
English teacher would be in the bottom 10%. Oh my god.
It would be so
Yeah.
frustrating. It would be so frustrating.
Is it for
Here's
other
the-
reasons?
here's the
It'd be
thing.
so
Here's the
frustrating.
thing. I don't like reading. Like reading stuff that's been written by authors is fine.
just like that
It's
first
whatever.
sentence. I
It's
don't love
fine.
reading.
It's fine. I'll sit down. I'll read
Yeah.
a book. But this is someone who knows what they're doing. This is someone who's practiced. They've honed their craft. If you're an English teacher, you have to read pages and pages and pages of essays written by people with brain rot. Mush. They have
Yeah.
no idea what the fuck. Or if
But that
you're
was
an-
us, too.
Or,
You don't.
or if
You
you're
don't
an
think
English
people had to
teacher
read my
and you're
shit, too.
reading a paper and you like get 2 paragraphs in and you're like, there is no point in me continuing reading this paper. That like don't see this getting any better. I'm just gonna go ahead and write F on this and save myself some time.
You don't think I would have had a million good laughs out of that though?
Yeah, but-
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
a million
that's
good
true.
laughs amongst 10 million moments.
It's one of those things like being a parent where I've
Yeah.
said this about being
Yeah.
a parent a bunch of times. Like, most of the time it's a fucking grind. It really is a fucking grind. And I love my children. That's not what I mean by that, but like
Shout out.
it is a fucking grind.
No
But
kids.
like there every once in a while you have that moment where like you go on your first bike ride with your kid and they're riding a 2-wheeler and you guys are just cruising somewhere and you're like, holy shit, this is what they're always talking about. And like that
Yeah, but then they hit a
that's
fucking
what-
tree, break their arm, and you
The
got medical
wall.
bills.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. And see,
But
that's
I mean-
the thing. That's what I find myself is like, oh my god, because everything costs so much, I can't have you make a mistake like I used to be able to.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
kids,
That's
yeah,
so
like,
true, you know what
like,
I mean?
Yeah.
I
that's
have
like-
no healthcare.
it's like it's high
Please don't
risk to send your kid outside to play nowadays because
Yeah,
like
I mean,
yeah.
beyond just their danger,
Because no-
right? You know, like
yeah,
oh,
like whatever.
am I being
Like yeah, okay,
an
my
idiot
kid,
parent?
my kid's safety, whatever.
Right.
A medical bills attached to that kid coming back all fucked up.
Yeah, like
That's what I would be worried
in
about as a
reality, I
parent.
broke some bones as a kid. I wouldn't give a fuck about my kid breaking a bone. That's fine. Like I don't want them to die or like
That's
have a
not
TBI
right.
or anything like that. But like, I wouldn't have given a shit about my kids breaking bones, like out having a good time being a kid, if it weren't for the fact that I couldn't afford to fix them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
At
what I mean.
that point,
I'm
it's like,
setting
I'd
your.
rather
I'm
them
going
not-
to set your arm, sweetheart.
At that point,
Chomp
it's
down on
like-
this bit.
Yeah, at that
that's-
point, it's
Yep.
like, well, if they don't come home, it's not the worst thing.
But that's why it's welcome
It's someone
to the
else's
future
problem
where
now.
we're just back to the Oregon Trails survival.
Mhm.
It's do you get TB? I
Dysentery.
really
anything but
Dysentery's
no,
pretty down.
anything but
Oh,
dysentery.
yeah.
That sounds awful.
the cleanup on that alone
Yes.
is rugged. Okay,
Like every time you hit a bump in your Conestoga wagon, just like oop, a little squirt comes out.
squirt out the side.
Anal leakage.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Um,
So yeah, high school movies for me, they're okay.
Is that what we were talking about?
I think
yeah,
so.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You want to talk about tangents? I don't even think we scratched the surface. 16 Candles was fucking
Guys,
great.
you know what?
Yeah.
American Pie,
It's
sure.
probably not going to be an uncommon thing for us to not talk that much about the you fuck
it's
with that
clear.
thing.
It's
It's
Oh,
more.
right,
It's a
it starts.
springboard. It's a
That's right.
springboard.
Do I
That's
do I have to fuck with something because we're gonna run out of time and I do want to
Let's
do
just do-
celeb
let's do a
birthdays.
quick
Let's do
fuck.
one
quick
more
fuck.
clip just so we each get one.
That's okay. That's fine. But that was two on.
We'll just have to really stay on topic with this one.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This could be called
This
the
one
quick
should be
fuck.
quick.
Yeah.
Bossa Nova.
I absolutely fuck with it.
Yeah,
I love.
I love
it's
it.
hard to
You wanna talk
not.
about-
It's such a vibe.
It's
I was
such a
gonna
vibe.
say
Yeah, yeah.
vibey,
It's the
It changes. It changes the energy in a room immediately.
100%.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm calmer and less.
I'm not a big dancer, but I struggle to stand.
They
still
should play it in
possible.
hospital waiting rooms. I don't understand why they're not. Because
Fucking Stan Getz.
Oh,
Stan
don't get me
goddamn Getz,
started.
dude.
Chico Barque for
He
me.
gets it.
I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
are familiar.
Who?
Chico Barque.
Actually, the names does sound really
Yeah.
familiar, but I can't like place it.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
Also, like this isn't strict bossa nova, but like I think that it's adjacent enough that I have to throw it out there because it's a great album. It's not on my top 50 albums list, but I actually did consider putting it on there. I think
you
it's
wrote
in that
a top
stack
50,
on top.
right?
Yeah,
you have
I
it
think
written.
I think that's in that stack of albums right now. Is Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass.
Tijuana Brass is-
fucking whipped cream and other delights, dude. It is such a fucking sick album.
Honestly,
did you hear
if that's
him-
the name of a bossa nova album, that is the most perfect thing you could name a bossa nova album.
Hold my microphone, please.
Hold-
The beer is fine.
Hold my yeah. That's Herb Alpert is every Christmas for my family, and the Tijuana Brass, the Christmas album.
You guys are bossa noving on Christmas?
Unbelievably good Christmas album.
Christmas
like
bossa
it's
nova.
such a fucking Christmas vibe.
2
of-
for 75 cents. Pre-owned vinyl. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Whipped cream and other
Get yourself a
delights.
copy.
Brother,
get it
this
now.
is
if you can
is
find it.
Out now, and
This is
for
a-
the past
60 years.
What
What's the release date on that? 54 years ago, I'm going to say?
yeah, it's got more than that.
Not maybe
More than that.
64 years ago?
Yeah, probably. I don't think it's on here, which is a real. It's probably on the record, but the
I would
record
go
is
early
not inside.
60s.
I think the record's
if
probably in
only
the fucking
there
record
were a
player.
way that we could look this up.
Oh
You
yeah,
have a phone?
oh yeah. Call it up on them Googles. Yeah, fucking ridiculously good album.
Duck, get it.
But yeah, Bossa Nova. I mean,
I absolutely fuck with it.
it transcends like a couple of countries and continents.
Oh, yeah.
65.
65. Yeah, that's
Which I was going to guess
I was
based on the
close.
artwork
That was my
on
mom's age.
the album because it reminded me of a book from the 60s that I used to have.
yeah, dude. Fucking
So the pornographic book from the 60s.
such a great record. And
So yeah, unanimous support for bossa nova.
Unanimous.
yeah.
Love. I think that's got to be the theme song.
Like I can't even.
can we do a Bossa Nova
Bossa
Yes.
song?
theme has
First of all,
to
I
maybe
can't
happen now.
because I can't think of a negative thing to say about bossa nova.
I'm trying.
except
and
it's
I got-
not. Except it's not played enough.
Yeah, it's really.
That's
You
my
know what-
complaint.
you know what's
Underutilized.
funny? I can't
Yeah.
think of a negative thing to say about it, but one of the more famous songs is "Blame It on the Bossa Nova." What are we blaming? Bossa?
Probably the
why?
fact that
Why would
everyone
you
is having
throw
the time of
Bossa
their
Nova
life.
under the bus.
It's all the other genres jealous of bossa nova.
It's 'cause
That's what it is.
It's because it's because everyone
shade.
It's because everyone who was in that room went there to have a bad time,
Yes,
and they had a good time because the bossa nova was playing, and they're like, you know what?
against gritted teeth.
Yeah.
Had the best time of their life, and they
Mhm.
yeah,
hate them for
it's
it.
just like one of those.
Can't stop. Uh-oh.
Blame it on the Bossa Nova.
Uh-oh.
Oh God, I can't.
Oh, God.
stop.
God, his
Here we go.
shoulders are going.
All right. So yeah, should we? Would you wrap
Let's
this up?
do-
with-
or-
Yeah, we're not always gonna rap with celebrity birthdays, but I like doing celebrity birthdays because
Because he's IMDb.
I am IMDb.
Yes.
Yeah,
I am IMDb.
so
That's the
I
sequel to I Am
IMDb.
Legend.
what I told Aaron is that I'm doing this in like a 3-day increment. So I'm doing yesterday, today, and tomorrow of celebrity birthdays.
makes sense, yeah.
If we're if we're doing a weekly recording, why wouldn't you hit your big ones for the week?
Laziness.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Additionally,
I did Occam's
nothing.
razor.
So
So
additionally, that only gives us 52 bites at the celebrity birthdays apple.
That's not
Because
enough.
are you
first of all,
saying
how big of an apple is this?
Are
I've
you
never
saying
taken
hate
that.
celebrity culture. I'll go out there. I'll say it.
Eddie hates
I'm
celebrity
terrible
culture.
at it. I'm
Are
sorry.
you
I don't
saying-
follow them.
are you saying
Well, you're going
right
to learn about it on this
I am
show.
gonna. This is a great learning experience. For
Are
me.
you saying right now that you don't think that this podcast has 52 episodes worth of
This
guests?
is going
53
nowhere.
episodes worth
I'll
of
be
guests?
honest with you, but I'm having a great time.
Hate you guys.
We did. I mean, yeah, this is full.
Yeah.
That
we got some
is a
legs
lot of
there.
work.
Yeah.
Even if we just make a commitment to finish
Just finishing
this,
feel like-
that, yeah.
I feel like I can see it in his eyes.
It's a
that he
Netflix limited
thought
series.
of more than we pulled. So we're just there's this it's
yeah,
a literal
He thought of.
endless-
We did
He
three.
did three.
Would you fuck with that? He thought of a dozen.
at least
I deleted off of the list while I was filling
I
the cards
believe
out.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
because you showed me that file
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
Absurd.
And I did that in one night
That was
of
one
just
night,
like
I know.
stream of consciousness. Yeah.
I think you
Switch-
did you just
so
black out and you woke up with a
there's
whole
some
list?
pockets in here where it's like, oh, he was thinking of this. And there's also pockets where it's like,
Is it
oh,
just a
this
letter?
leads
One
to
of-
this, leads to this, but like in the most obscure tangential way.
Yeah.
Borrow a line from Ron Swanson here and say, "This is the work of a lunatic."
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
This also, I'll borrow a line from Larry Gengerch and say, this makes sense to me.
I like this.
Does it also
Um,
smell like Lefroy?
Okay, so yesterday, this is an obscure one, but there's a reason I'm bringing it up.
Oh, it's
We
Lagavulin.
have Chi or Chai. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Ty McBride?
No,
Mm,
no. We'll say Chai.
the lesser chai.
Lewis
I'm
Parry.
glad you said that.
Chai Lewis Parry. Okay, it's a hyphenate. Turned 42. Now he most recently, very recently, came to prominence because he was in 28 Years Later.
Oh yeah.
And he plays the giant man who has the gigantic
Penis. Yeah, I heard
the
about this.
gigantic penis that memes
AI is
exploded.
incredible.
Memes
AI is just-
exploded
No, it was
behind
natural.
this dude's big old dick. So
That's just the jealousy
happy-
talking.
He's
So,
typecast.
a happy 42nd birthday and a congratulations.
Happy 42nd birthday
the
to your
schwanz on him.
42 inches.
Yeah, dude, that thing was just really
A year for every inch.
Yeah.
it sticks with you, you know.
Yeah.
It would.
yeah.
Ugh. Stick to you.
Happy the happiest 65th birthday to Antonio Banderas.
Oh,
How does he still look better than everyone?
Yeah,
Well,
he's
35.
I mean, he's a beautiful Latin man.
it's
is
like
why.
Salma Hayek, man.
Yeah.
They're just like
Um,
they
here's,
made a deal with
here's the
someone.
thing,
Each other.
here's my
Just
here's my
each-
note
that
about
one
Antonio
scene.
Banderas. Besides the fact that I absolutely love
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in
Desperado.
Mexico and Desperado,
So good.
13th
Um,
Warrior.
he is responsible for my all-time favorite GIF to use ever. Which is him, and I don't even remember what movie it's from, but it's him like looking at a laptop and then going, and it's just
yeah.
it's impeccable.
Yeah.
It's got a million applications. So look that up.
Okay.
Justin Theroux, who has been in a bunch of shit, and
Yeah.
everybody likes him, but I'm
He's all right. He's kind
he's
of
fine.
He's milquetoast. Oh, he's great in Wanderlust.
Yeah. I drink the nourishment that guy is feeding me through her cloud teats. It's the best line he's
Insane.
ever said. in his
Insane.
life.
He's completely unhinged in that movie.
Rosanna Arquette, not my favorite Arquette, but happy
Yeah,
66th birthday
she's
to
in
her.
the top 5, maybe.
Devin Aoki
Arquettes.
turned
I don't know who they
43, half sister of Steve Aoki, who we love.
Oh,
He's
Nepo
a
babies.
great
Yeah.
cake thrower. She was also in Too Fast, Too Furious,
Which is the third. No,
sec-
that's the second.
Well,
Tokyo,
chronologically third.
right? Because
Yeah,
Tokyo
yeah,
Drift.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don Swayze turned 67 yesterday. That's Patrick's brother,
Swayze.
who is unnerving to look at. I think that Patrick.
I feel like I know who he is just because of that sentence.
Yeah, Patrick was classically reasonably good looking and was a heartthrob.
Seen
in
as
his-
a heartthrob.
Yeah,
right.
Don got the fucking the Randy
the
Quaid
whole
genes.
ugly stick.
But we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about him.
Yeah,
So
exactly. But happy 67th to you, Don.
Well, 'cause
Um,
Patrick is.
Today we have his buffness. Chris Hemsworth is turning 42.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Thor. We have our first deceased on the list, who I will not condone.
is that a birthday?
I mean,
Well, I
It's in
would have-
perpetuity. In perpetuity, it's
it
a birthday.
would have been his birthday. Yes.
it's a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Waste of a
But
day.
also,
Waste of a day.
it's Hulk Hogan, who was
Oh,
it was a massive
nope.
deal when we were children,
Controversial.
but-
Nope.
Yeah, kind of a cunt.
Yeah.
Controversial. I would say this. Look, the fact that he was on that much cocaine for every day of his life
Sure.
and made it to 71 is
Sure.
And when
a testament.
almost none of the rest of them from that era did.
No, yeah.
Like there's like 3 alive.
well, Ric
from
Flair. Ric Flair
Yeah,
is still
yeah, I know.
kicking. Yeah,
He
Yeah,
actually
and
came through.
Ric Flair is
actually.
just like
Ric Flair did a line off his coffin at the funeral.
He did a line off my ass in the bathroom too, but
Ric-
we don't talk
Ric
about
Flair
those.
is just getting belligerently drunk every day in Tampa Bay at
Yeah.
medium level bars, which is fucking that's
the
so
way to
Ric
survive.
Flair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's also turns out,
he's
yeah,
pickled.
more
Yeah.
more survivable.
Viola Davis turns the big
Oh,
6-0
she's
today.
great.
We
She's great.
love
Yeah, we love
Viola
Viola
Davis.
Davis.
We
Amazing.
love Viola Davis.
Yeah.
Chris Messina turns 51 today.
In the future, can we get their pictures up? 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
some of them I don't
Okay,
know who
sure.
they are. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Chris Messina, I put on here. He's not that big of a deal per se. He's been in a bunch of shit. But if you didn't see the movie Air, about Michael
saw Air
Jordan.
Bud.
I did not. Yeah,
I saw the
Air Bud,
bigger Air. Yeah,
Air
that was
Bud.
a bigger franchise.
Sure,
Debatably.
Sure.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because it is
They're
a
worth three,
It
right?
is a franchise. Yeah.
It is. That is the most loose.
Air Bud.
That was ludicrous.
It was Air Bud, Sea Bud, Earth Bud,
Flame,
and
Fire Bud,
Fire Bud.
and
Yeah,
Fire Bud.
yeah, there were four.
Yeah,
Four.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Elemental buds.
Heart
Anyway,
Bud.
anyway, Chris Messina is in the movie Air about Michael Jordan signing with Nike, which was a huge boon to Nike, and also kind of really established the first precedent for athletes being paid for their likeness outside of like
On
their
products and
contract,
stuff,
on
right?
products,
Yeah.
and in perpetuity because he still makes money. He makes
Right.
like
Residuals
$500 million
and-
a year off the shoes, basically.
Yeah, that's big. money.
Then we have Sophie Okonedo, who is in Wheel of Time now, but you would know her from the Wachati Princess in Ace Ventura 2.
Yeah.
So happy
Oh my
57th to
God,
her. Ian McDiarmid, 81, Senator Palpatine in the Revenge of the Sith. The
Started as
Podfather.
Congressman Palpatine.
Yeah. He was a senator.
worked
And
his
he
way
was,
up.
he was also like
Just a regular old house member
Yeah,
for a long
exactly.
time.
But the Podfather himself, who also has in more recent times fallen out of favor with enlightened folks, but Joe Rogan turns 58 today. Tough sledding for
Jerry.
old
Such a mixed bag in there.
It really is. Because there was a
And his
period
whole
where I was a
career.
big,
The thing
big
is,
fan.
you got to know how to listen to Joe
You
Rogan.
do. You
Yeah.
really
have to
That's
listen-
what I
you
always
have to
used to say,
listen-
and now it's gotten even more.
Yeah, you have to listen for the intelligence of the person he's talking to.
Yes, and you
Not
and
for what
you
he's saying.
also have
sometimes for the stupidity.
Yeah,
You-
well,
a lot of
you
times
can
as
learn
well.
from stupid
It's a
people too.
split.
you have to be intelligent enough to know what lines to read between
Yeah,
to not get brainwashed by dumb people.
You know
Yeah.
what? Thinking about this and how we've just characterized it, I think he is almost the perfect symbol for all of journalism today.
yeah.
In a way,
I think so.
where
Yeah,
you're
that sounds right.
like, who are they talking to?
Here,
You have to know
Here,
so well how to look for what
Yeah.
you need to through the
Yeah.
forest
through the fog
bullshit
of war.
Yeah.
that is also there too. And it's like, yeah, that's it's a rough one. But
Tomorrow we have Casey Affleck.
Oh,
We like Casey
I
Affleck
like
a
Casey
lot.
Affleck
Happy
a lot,
49th in advance.
Man, he looks young.
top 2 Affleck.
He looks great.
Happy,
Yeah, easily a top 2 Affleck. Oh well, I don't know Affleck.
I think he's on the top.
Yeah.
When
Ben Affleck is
when you're
good,
competing
man.
with Ben,
I like Ben Affleck.
I like Ben, but
You know
Ben,
what?
Ben gets a lot of shit.
I would say Ben has swung and missed more.
Yeah, Ben
Ben's
gets a lot of
batting
shit.
average
that's
is
the thing.
lower.
Batting average is
Yeah.
222.
But he's also got a great meme.
Yeah. Wait, got a great what?
Meme. Ben Affleck.
Oh, Ben smoking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday to Bruce Greenwood, who will be 68 tomorrow. I know that neither of you know him by name, but he was just in Fall of House of Usher. He's great in it. He plays
Is he the lead guy?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He plays the president for like 10 minutes in the second National Treasure movie.
Uh-huh.
He's in Double Jeopardy
Yeah.
with Tommy Lee Jones and
Yeah.
Ashley Judd, which is fucking awesome.
Great movie.
Late 90s.
Yeah, I definitely saw that one.
Happy early birthday to 32nd to Cara Delevingne, who is Smoke Show.
Yeah.
I love the eyebrows. I love the eyes.
Yeah, you know,
Beautiful.
Are you a big Frida
Beautiful.
Kahlo fan? Because
Sure.
Yeah.
just a fan of eyebrows.
With her, it's I love the eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Also, Smoke
Singular.
Show, happy early birthday, 53rd birthday to Rebecca Gayheart. You don't see enough of her anymore. She had a minute there, but she's the
She in Law and Order?
It's a beautiful lady. No, that's Marcia Gay Harden.
Same.
But no, Rebecca Gayheart was in I Know You Did Last summer.
Oh.
Happy
Was she
early 85th birthday
Was she Jennifer
to
Love Hewitt?
the tannest gentleman on planet Earth for 50 years running now, George Hamilton.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Gotta be.
Although Hulk Hogan could have given him a run.
Yeah, giving her
You
a
know?
run. Yep. Happy early 53rd birthday to a very funny man in Michael Ian Black.
Oh,
We love Michael Ian Black.
He was infuriating in the new Superman movie.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he was meant to be, so
Meant
he
to be.
nailed it.
Yep. Also new journalistic media, you know. Happy unknown birthday to Yvette Nicole Brown from Community.
What if she doesn't know it's her birthday either?
Well,
what do you
she's
mean by
aware, but
Okay.
she's secretive.
We're aware too.
She's
Everyone's now aware.
She's
I think.
secretive as a lady is off to be about how old she is.
So happy old secret birthday.
You tack on
we're
the
just
fact
like,
that you tack on the fact that she's a black lady, and anybody's guess.
Anywhere between 30 and 60.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then happy posthumous birthday to the very dead. He died at 78.
Leonardo da Vinci.
No,
He is very dead.
Cecil B. DeMille.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's an important figure.
But I'm also willing to bet problematic.
Oh my god!
Also,
That's not even a bet, dude.
ironic hatred for close-ups now.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You would never guess it, but that's a long shot guy.
That was
Very
So-
loved the good and the bad and the ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like no close-ups.
So yeah, man.
Well, this was
Phil, you want to read us out?
Phil has been out the whole time.
I got to tell you, I don't know
out.
what part of a dog this is. The armpit.
Aw.
God, it's so
soft.
nice.
I concentrate
soft.
so much
Oh.
of his pets on his like exposed skin.
I know. It's so soft.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Deep.
It's like kid skin.
So yeah, cool. So
Yeah. Well,
This is fun, guys.
We're
I had a
gonna
great
play
time.
it fast and loose, but I think that we
Loose.
we said some really smart shit today. We said some really dumb shit.
We're
today.
not that fast anymore. It's going to be mostly loose.
yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
Hence
the looseness will only increase.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. How can you increase?
That's what my
the
doctor
looseness?
Stretch it.
It's deterioration, I believe. That's what we're talking about.
Stretch it.
Yep.
Yep. Uh-huh.
We're gonna
Stretching
increase
it.
elasticity.
You're stretching it like this episode.
All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, this has been lovely. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers.
Should we do like a big thanks to our sponsors
care
and then
of
leave a
yourselves.
blank space so that if we do get sponsors in the future, we can retro?
Okay. Well, let's.
Love this.
How about we do?
I personally love the on screen right now. It is such
Yeah.
just do
How
blank
about we lobby for sponsorships from brands that we'd like to get free shit from?
Yeah, totally.
And then like if we just say it enough, like let's just pick some stuff, and if we say it enough, maybe we'll get some free shit, and that's how we'll know we've made it.
yeah, totally.
And we'll get free shit. So it's like
Yeah.
that's two wins at once. You know.
Yeah.
whammy.
Feeling hungry? Grab a
Exactly.
and watch
I
your
just
hunger
just-
disappear.
Yeah.
My mouth is
Okay.
moving.
You're not you when you're not hungry. You know who I'm talking about.
Well, I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
that.
no,
right
just-
now.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
What do you want? Besides
A very,
Eagles beer.
I'm not wearing them right now because I'm wearing a very casual shoe. But a big thanks to Saucony for
Going there.
providing me with my running shoes, but more importantly, my main street shoe, the Jazz. I hope that you guys continue making the Jazz and shoes that look very much like the original Jazz for a very, very long time. So yeah, thanks to Saucony for
Sponsoring us in the future.
sponsoring us in the future and for
future
giving me free shoes. Although I will say that I've been wearing an 11 for like 20 consecutive years, and I bought 2 pairs of 11s like 2 months ago, and they were very tight. So if you've changed your sizes, thank you for the 11 and a halves that you'll be sending me in the
Right.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the old sizing. Is what you're saying. Whatever
or
you've done
or
in the
that, but
meantime.
like just so you know, from the years 2003 to 2023, strict 11, but most recently you've been getting a little tight. So let's say thank you in advance for sending me some 11 and a halves.
Have you thought maybe you're retaining water?
I'm definitely retaining water.
So maybe
Among
the
other
bloat. Maybe
things.
it's you.
Yeah,
Might
Yeah.
be one of your
yeah. I should.
problematic.
You know what?
You know
It's
what?
having
You
to
know what the deal
overhydrate
is?
living
I
in a
should not
desert.
have a job where I have to eat a million things every day, and then on top of that,
So much
when
of them
when,
salty.
when I'm in my free time, I should stop eating like I have 2 assholes.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
there's that.
yeah, that'll do her.
I'm gonna go throw a roast in.
Okay, cool. All right. Well,
We'll
I'm
see.
wearing Chucks. If Converse wants this, Converse All Stars, which I think is a Nike brand now.
sadly, did they get
I think they got bought.
swallowed up?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
blanket
Anywho,
Nike.
Converse, the shoe of the African and just revolutionary jungle shoe for fighting against the man.
Great for weightlifting. They're great for
Great for
if you want to
lots.
play period basketball up until about 1988 or so.
Mm-hmm.
If you're into period-specific uniforms.
I lost the shorts. I still have the shoes.
Yeah, well, it's fine. I'm keeping the
You're
shorts
keeping them
alive.
for us.
Yeah, I'm keeping it fresh. Skies out,
Gotta
thighs
show
out.
off the artwork.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Vas-y va, pou, je, le, ma,